how would they? So a carbon tax. So how taxes work is it obviously like there are different brackets depending on what they're able to track in terms of people's finances and how we submit our taxes, whatever. How would they be able to create different brackets of for a carbon tax? How would we do that? What are metrics that we can measure? How can they
I think
validate and verify depending on person to person what we do? Would it be based on travel?
I think first travel, probably first air would be the first one. It was really interesting because I was actually
How
looking.
many miles our cars log?
Yeah, something like that. Like when I went to look at flights to New York, I had never seen this before, but right next to the dollar sign, it said how much carbon emissions each flight would emit. And it would say, like, oh, this is medium, high, low. And so, like, they're encouraging you to choose a flight that had lower carbon emissions. And it was the first time that I had
Hidden
ever.
in plain sight.
Yeah, first time I'd ever seen this. I go, oh, I know what that is. That's prepping us, because then what they're gonna do is they're gonna tie a dollar value to whatever that carbon amount is, and then they're gonna tax you on that, like you do with a resort fee or a cleaning fee or whatever, you know. But where does that money go? And are they like? I don't have any trust. It'd be one thing if like the government had a track record that they could solve crisis, but they can't. They don't want to solve the shipping container crisis, even when a bottleneck has been identified and solutions have been suggested. They don't want to
Yeah,
solve.
we're literally giving them the solutions. Like this is how desperate we are
Yeah.
in fixing this. We're giving them like I've seen some of these threads. They are very well thought out, numbers included. We're handing them over to them and nothing's happening. It's not like this is a 2-day old thing. This is like a several week old thing that's not changing.
Yeah. Afghanistan. They couldn't handle Afghanistan, so how could they if we couldn't handle a withdrawal from Afghanistan, and maybe we couldn't because our military's like a false illusion. Like maybe we aren't as good as we claim we are. I don't know, but clearly that did not go down properly. We left a ton of ammo and weapons there, and it's the same administration and politicians that say that they're very anti-gun.
$85 billion worth.
Yeah.
In fact.
So how can I trust these people to solve what they're claiming to be the biggest crisis that our generation is facing? And whether or not you believe that or not, do you trust them to solve it for you? That's the question I think we all could unite with.